Hi everyone and welcome to the MYP Mathematics Category 1 workshop. My name is Martin Laplante and I am going to be your facilitator for the duration of that workshop. So my goal here with the video is to introduce you how to navigate to the Moodle platform and also to show you what you have to do for Module 1. So during the next week. So you'll see that the week starts on a Wednesday and it ends on a Tuesday. Of course, those in Asia, there's like a time zone of more than 12 hours, perhaps, depending on where you live. So it's about that. Okay, let's say. So sometimes you can start if you're in Asia, like on Thursday and end on Wednesday. It's okay because of the time zones. So let's go through it. So you will have to work on at your own pace, but we expect all of the learning engagement activities from Module 1 to be done in the first week, and then all of the learning engagement activities for Module 2 to be done in the second one, and so on, because you want to be working the same thing at the same time, so that you can read what the others have posted and my comments, and that every time we can learn from each other. So that is the idea here. So this is the workshop homepage. We cannot access it from these tabs here on the left. If you don't see that menu, just have to press on the hamburger menu in the top left corner and you can hide or show that menu. You can also use these tabs here or the links which are there. Sometimes when you click on the August 24, it goes back to the workshop homepage, but not always, or else you can see here. Let's say I would be in the overview. If I click back here, you see that it didn't change anything. Sometimes it goes to the workshop homepage, or else you just have to click here on that tab and you can go back to the homepage. So let's see first how you can communicate with me. Of course, you can send me an email with my message. I'm going to send you my email address, but you can perhaps, I think, access the participants, and then if you click on my name, you have my email address, and also you can send me a message here which goes here for me. Okay, we can have like messages. This is a messaging tool. Okay, so that is something which can be done. Going back here to the workshop homepage. Next, the announcements here. Every week or from time to time I send an announcement, but that sends you an email to which you cannot reply, okay, directly, but it sends you an email. But if you want to see like what I've posted like the week before, you can find all of the announcements in that under that link. You can ask questions here in the Burning Question forum, but also in the coffee corner, which is the place where there's the first thing to do, which is the introducing yourself activity. And I see that many of you have started already. So the way it's done is that you don't, if I go back, you don't add a new topic. You just use my post. I always do an initial post and you reply to my post. So here at the end of my message, you do reply. If you reply to someone else's post, then it goes underneath like this. If you all reply to my post, it's going to go like all aligned on the left. So you click on the reply button and then you'll see that you can only write text. If you want to use advanced tools, you just click on advanced, which I do pretty much all the time. And then you see even more if you click on the arrow, like the options that you have, like including an image, a link, which you can do with open a new window. I find it easier actually for me. So this is the tools. We can have a few colors, bold, characters, and so on. Also, you can attach files, so that is going to be used like many times during the workshop. So you can attach any files here, and here you can click the button or not, but normally I leave it like that. There is a 15 minutes editing time delay that you have. Then you post your message, and if ever you see, well, the image hasn't shown, you can just click on edit and edit your message. After 15 minutes, you cannot, but you can send me a message if ever you have like done something and you want me to raise and modify it. You can just send me a message then, and I could do that for you. So this is for like the first part. So you introduce yourself. Then the second, if I would go back, often I click on like on Module 1 and even to go to workshop homepage. So this is the first thing. Also, there is also the resource library. And here I have put all of the updated guides in that folder. And then in module 1, I've put the documents that you are going to need. But then for module 2, 3, and 4, leave me some time because I want to really update everything in order for you to have the good documents. For now, I haven't checked those. I checked only these and module 1 because this is a module which can be accessed for now. So you can use this to access a document, but also you'll see, as I've said before, that attached to my posts, I'm going to attach the documents that you really need. Then I can click on the overview, which is really to show you what we are going to do through the workshop. Of course, the first week is focused on understanding the MYP, the IB philosophy. So if I click on that, it opens up a pop-up window. So if you haven't authorized, you have to authorize pop-ups. Sometimes some participants have had to uninstall and install back some documents, and then you can go from one page to the other. Sometimes these links might not work or might not go to the updated version. Once again, attach my post and make sure that everything is really updated. So this is for the overview. There's nothing to do actually for you there. Then we go to module 1. In module 1, same thing. There are always the module notes. Sometimes there are informations there that you really need in order to be able to complete the learning engagement activities. You can go directly. I can tell you already that the standards and practices, I've modified the activities for it to be more updated. And this one, the second one, actually has been updated by the IB yesterday or today. No, not that one, actually. It was the first learning engagement. That one, the first one, because there were 4 videos actually 2 days ago, and now there are only 2. So I've modified my post accordingly, and so because they had difficulty with the links. So you go from one page to the next, you can have the information, and you can complete the learning engagement activities. So this is the one, the 2014 document, which is not updated. It's still good until December. It's still going to be in the evaluation visits until December. Afterwards, the new one. So for most of you, it's really more relevant to read the new guide. So that with the C1, 2, 3, and 4 is not updated, okay? And this activity as well. So I've modified it. And then you can look at the aims and the learner profile attributes, and then with the objectives, which are going to be showing you a little bit more about the evaluation. So it's really an introduction to many things for the first week. So it's really important to read and understand things like that. And I will do a virtual meeting actually perhaps in 10 days in order to answer and to make sure that if you still have questions about any of these, you can ask me and we can go and discuss about it. Okay, so it's going to be Saturday, I guess. Not this Saturday, but the one after that, because normally everyone has had time in order to see everything in module 1. So if there are still some remaining questions that you have, then I'm going to be really happy to discuss with you about it. Okay, so for the learning engagement activity here, if we click on first, you see that there are 2 videos. You can see my post here, so you don't press add a new topic. You just click on my post, and then you'll see that there are 2 videos: the differentiation video and the inspire video, which are the 2, let's say, that they kept. The transformative experiences, thanks Francis, but I'm leaving it there because he answered it before, but actually that video is no longer available, so we are going to use that. There are 2 steps. One step, which is you post your thoughts, and then you read what some of your peers have published, and then you can reply to these. So that's why you will have to go back. Every time that you do something, of course, I have to take time to read it. When I see that you have done an activity, let's say Francis, which has posted about the video, I would put an X here, okay, in order for me to show that this is the progression worksheet for all of the activities. I am going to follow what you are doing. So if he has done that, I put an X. Once I will have read it, I will put it in color. So in color means that I've read what you've written, but I will not comment there might be like hundreds, if not thousands of posts that you are going to post. So I will read everything, but I will not answer to everything. So, and sometimes I let you like discuss with each other before I post. And then if I expect 2 replies to others, then if I put 1 because you have posted 1, and when you have posted 2 or more, then I put an X. And once again, if you have like done it, I would put an X. So now I would just leave it like this because I know that Francis has none like that activity, so it's still okay. Next, when I want to go to the second learning engagement activity, you can just press back here in module 1. This is, well, I could like use the links here on top, but I prefer going here, module 1, and then to the second one, goes past. Here, once again, click on my post. Here you see the attached file, which is a learning engagement event diagram. I'm going to show it to you. It's here. It shows you the first page with the questions and what are the intersection points, but I expect you not to complete that, which is pretty much complicated, but the second page, okay, because it gives the information. So just complete that and attach it back once again in your reply using the advanced button in order to attach the file, either using that link or drag and dropping, or click on files here in order to attach your file. Going back here, I'm going to go to the third learning engagement activity, the standards of good practice, and here you are really going to see that I've modified from the module notes using the new updated standards and practices, and you are going to read the 4th standards, and it's going to be much more relevant. Okay, so once again, you see here, this is the document that I'm talking about, so you just have to click on it and you'll have access to it. So you see also that I can go to the next learning engagement activity on the bottom, but sometimes when there are many replies, it goes faster to just go use the menu on your left. For the fourth learning engagement activity, you are going to be in Teams. So here you click on my post and you see that there are replies. These are my replies. I've split you in 6 teams. So you read your name and then you reply underneath your team. Okay, you reply to your team if you're part of it. And you have to work on one single table. I've put in a template because in the mathematics guide, which here is available, they are the aims. And we want to see like how the aims of the mathematics guide are linked to the learner profile attributes. So I also have I have the template here, which is here. So you identify which learner profile attributes which are associated with each of the aim. So you can do that with your team and try to justify why. So this is what you want to do. And also here, the learner profile attribute, the link is available. It's just a link, which is a website. So, but it is also in the mathematics guide. Okay, at the beginning of each guide, there's always the IB learner profile attributes published. So that is for the 4th learning engagement activity. And then there is the last one, which is here about the objectives, which is introducing you to evaluation. So there is an objective forum, and you will look at the progression of the rubrics from year 1, 3, and 5, which are all available in the mathematics guide. So if I click on it, because I can just show you where it is. Now I've looked it up, so you'll see that on page 34 there are the rubrics. So we would use the year 1 rubrics for year 1 and perhaps the beginning of year 2, and then in year 2 we would start using the year 3 rubrics. Same thing with year 3, of course, and then at the beginning of year 4 might still use the year 3 rubrics, and then we would go to the year 5 rubrics until the end. So you can look at the objectives, and that would go with the last learning engagement activity. I hope you have a really good week starting working on that, and I will be really happy to read from you and to be able to answer any questions that you might have. So have a really nice week.